Hey guys, what's up? X Hardcore. So I know I'm kind of late on this review. I really don't blame if you don't watch this, because there's other people that put it up that is probably gonna be way better than mine. But I'm just gonna put it up anyway, just because I said I would. So yeah, guys, it's my review of Miss May I's new album, At Heart. Alright guys, so Miss May I was formed in Troy, Ohio. Metalcore band, signed to Raj Records, been signed to Raj Records actually, and have released 2 albums, this being their 3rd one. The first one being Apologies of the Week, and the second one being Monument. And then they come out with a deluxe edition of Monument, which included, the DVD, like a couple extra tracks, and then this album is their 3rd full-length album. Now, I did say they have been signed to Raj Records, but the difference between Miss May I and other bands on Raj is because they're not, I wouldn't consider them to be, what people would call the Rajcore bands. There's bands out there that, have that same generic sound to them, and I would just not add Miss May I into that group. Even though they are signed to Raj Records, they don't have that Raj sound actually. Now, one thing I would like to say about this album before I actually get way into it is that the length of this album, maybe it's just me, but the length of this album I find to be pretty long actually. It's pretty much decent for a good length of an album. It features 13 tracks, being a little bit over 40 minutes. I mean, I would like to say first off that I've never been a true, Miss May I fan. I have, the Monument album, the deluxe, but I'm not deeply in love with this band like other people would be. But I do have to say I do have, some good songs. I like Ballad off of Monument and Apologies of the Week. So yeah, I mean, I do like the band, of course I do. So I'm just going to get right into it. The first song that came out was Hey Mister. It came out a couple weeks back, and it was going to be released on this album. And it is the first actual song on the album, because I'm not including the intro to be the song. Now, the intro is like a creepy kind of sound, leading into, the actual Hey Mister song. And, it's just a good way to start off the album. Now, the unique part of this song is actually that people can probably relate to it actually because of the message behind it. But somebody doesn't have a father, and this song was written about them. Could be anybody, but it's a message basically saying a son was betrayed or, left alone from the father left him, and this whole song is about him trying to find the father, and he's not going to try anymore, and then the end of the song ends with, I don't need you anymore, I don't need you, and such. And that's one way I just find is a good way to start off the album, because the first song right away is a way to relate to somebody. Now, the next song that I actually talk about is the song after Hey Mister. It's called Opening Wounds, and this actually has a good message to it as well. It speaks of being brought down by others, torn down, just not exactly being the one that everybody likes, and then just not taking it anymore and just rising up over them and just saying I'm gonna be even stronger than the ones that brought me down before. Now, I'd like to say before I go into other songs, the whole album itself has matured overall over their other previous work. It has more when I say maturity, I would have to say the skill of the guitar players, Levi's vocals, everything has gotten big, stronger and better. Now I'm gonna get into another song. It's called Found Our Way, and this song is a little different. It starts off with a really soft part. I actually thought it was going to be a soft song. Whenever I started listening to it, I was like, okay, all these heavy songs, and then you finally get to this soft song. Well, actually, it's just, it's a soft part at the beginning, and then clean vocals come in, and then it gets heavy once again. Now, I would have to say this is the softest if there was any. I'm not saying the song is really soft, but it would have to be the most, calm song out of all of them. It has the most clean vocals, and there is screams, but it has way more clean vocals. And it is also the shortest song on the album. Not saying that's the reason why they put it as the shortest song, But yeah, as the softest on the album, this is also the shortest song as well. Now overall, really, this album is really good. Like I said already, it's more matured. It's more technical, I find. I'm not gonna include this to be in like extreme technical, but I mean they are really good, talented guitarists in this band. As you can tell if you listen to the album, they are. There's a lot less breakdowns in this album, I find, even though, yes, I do like breakdowns, but I really do like this album, even though that they do have breakdowns, but they really have some good riffs going along, and it's just a good album overall. Heavy sound, and they've changed, a little bit, but it's a good change for actually getting better, and you can see the skill improvement, stuff like that in Ms. May I. It's just, getting better and better and better. So definitely, if you haven't checked out this album, I definitely recommend you to check it out. It is in stores now. It came out Tuesday. I do not have a copy of it yet, but I will be getting a copy of it sooner or later. And, this is my review of the album. But if you want to check out other people, they have done the review before me. Like I said at the beginning of the video, 777 Whosoever. I'm going to leave his review right here. Want to check that one out, also in the link down below. Music for Life 101's right here if you want to check that one out. And Moji Music for YouTube's review right here, okay guys? So make sure you check out all these reviews. This is 3 other YouTubers that are really cool and do the same thing as me, and way better than me at this. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, they have way more subscribers than me, but I guess I'll just keep trying. So yeah, make sure you check out all those reviews, guys. Thanks for watching mine too, and comment, subscribe, like the video, please. It does a little bit more work for me. Well, it helps me out a little bit more. And yeah, if you like my videos, subscribe. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching again, and hope you enjoy this album later, YouTube.